Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of Entertainment News here on Channels TV. This is where you get to catch up with all the fun things that have been happening in Nigeria's showbiz industry in the past week. I am Mayowa Ogundele. On the show today, we have Chocolate City Music boss M.I talk about the label and his music. We also check out the official unveiling of the Ebola-inspired movie 93 Days. And we go behind the scenes to see singer Timmy make a video for his song Tsunami. These and more coming up shortly. To start the show, we have M.I, who talks about his music and what it's like being the boss at Chocolate City Music. Enjoy this.
Jude Abaga, popularly known as M.I, has a classic started from the bottom now we're here career story to tell. Coming into the industry when the rap music received minimal appreciation, M.I showed his brilliance with words to get enough attention, and following that, eventually grew him into one of the best rappers in Africa.
Which kind witchcraft, which kind juju can make you do the things you do? Girls go gaga, guys go cuckoo when you write the tracks and go choo choo. You who came in the game just like moo moo, now you chopping the game, it's like foo foo.
From a rap music upstart in 2008 to becoming the multiple award-winning Chief Executive Officer of Chocolate City in 7 years, M.I now has new challenges to worry about.
New goals, new passion, new objectives to accomplish, because there's a lot of work to do. So that's filling me with zeal to learn and be active and get up and get out of my house and go for meetings and stuff like that. And it's been great so far. I wanted to wake up when I wanted to wake up and not have to do 9 to 5. I think there's a 9 to 5 in everybody. It just depends on what the product is you're pushing. If you're passionate about something. So somebody that would not work well in the banking system might come back and work in a NGO and be so passionate about children that they'd wake up and do documentation and do all that just to see the process move forward. And for me, music is my passion. And so it's so easy for me to come to work and do paperwork because I know the paperwork ends in an album that I'm excited about. Or some 18, 19-year-old kid that I've seen grow, has lived with me for a year and I'm excited about him. I want to see what he becomes. You know, so it's easy to do that then. I don't feel the burden, the monkey on my back as I'm doing that.
During his come-up years, he led a group of daring other acts, including his younger brother, Jagz, longtime associate and prodigy Ice Prince, and much more later Brymo, to create the Chalk Boy crew.
Chalk boys rise and be the new guys. Anything I can do, they do twice. Anybody else would need a few tries. Some say they better than me is suicide. Anyone who can use their 2 eyes, don't say they know but fit my shoe size. Cause I'm undisputed champion.
During this period, M.I wasn't only growing his brand as a music, he was helping other acts around him find their bearing. While being signed to Chocolate City, he ran another music imprint, Loopy Music, which caters for loads of other talents, including alternative singers Nosa and Ruby Gang.
Now, why was Loopy Records created was because at the time, the Chocolate City brand defined the music that the label was putting out. And so an artist like Ruby, who was ready to be signed, didn't fit into the Chocolate City brand at the time. Chocolate City opted to go a different direction. And I didn't want people like that to fall through the cracks. And so I said, okay, I can create something small for them that they will sort of run themselves. And I wasn't the CEO of Loopy Music. I hired someone to do that, and then they were doing it for a while. And then when he left, then I sort of took over in an interim place where I was always looking for someone. And as fate would have it, Chocolate City came along and made an offer I couldn't refuse. 2 offers I couldn't refuse.
His parents' company, Chocolate City, originally created and run by Audu Maikori, eventually acquired Loopy Music, with M.I going on to become CEO of Chocolate City. Mentoring other talents came with many challenges, including encroaching on the creativity of the dynamic talents waiting to bloom.
The artists will tell you how much input they want. So I remember, and This is in no way taking shade of any shape or form. But I remember when I was working with Brymo, up until then I'd always been very hands-on in the studio. And I remember in our second session working together, he said, you know, Emma, I don't really want to work with you as a producer. I want to work with my producers I worked with before. And it was a bit of a shock, but it was also an important growth step for me. The artist will make music, and the job then is not to try to critique during the music making process, but critique the artist. Yes, so you try to put them in positions where they're performing, get them listening to music, work with new producers, and sort of drive them. Then when they make the honey will be good because the beat is healthy.
Like my left arm, see it wasn't right, but I'm headstrong. Have to check points,
As the new CEO, he brought back his contract renegade brother, Jagz, into the Chocolate City fold. Jazzy and Brymo had at different times forced their ways out of Chocolate City to become independent artists.
And the first part of, he was away for I think 2 years. The first part he lived just down the road from me. And we're a family, we're a real family. So we see each other, we talk, you know, we juice, we laugh. Music he was making was amazing. He'd come to my studio, he played for me. You know, we'd talk about it, I'd give him my advice, he wouldn't listen to me. You know, he's a genius, what advice can I give him? The second year, I'd already started talking to him, because I'm the business one. And so I felt he needed to leave because the Chocolate City environment wasn't conducive for him to create something new. Chocolate City was so defined. So as a chalk boy, he had a certain onus on him. He left, he's free, he can do whatever he wants to do. He makes that Nation come. Then I started looking at the business. I say, you know what, you're free, but your business is gonna suffer. You know, come back where we can do a better job of positioning this business and music for you. And at the right time, he was like, yo, I'm ready, let's do it. Metaphorically for him, he was starting something new, and I guess the feeling of roaming is because you want to start something new with the people that you did something old with, right? And so, but it never was a divide, you know, as the media portrayed it. With Brymo, it's a little bit unfortunate because the relationship was tarnished because of the legal issues. There are 3 stages of relationships. There's a positive, there's dormant, and there's a negative relationship. I would say that Brymo and I's relationship is dormant. It's we don't see and we don't talk. And I can't believe I'm answering this question. See, I see how you tricked me now answering. But we don't see, we don't talk, and I think that it's what it has to be, because at some point he was vocally, in fact, let's call it spade a spade, he was insultive towards Audu. And that's, for me, where I draw the line. So it's not a personal beef. I understand that Brymo is not attacking, he's upset about something that's not personal. You know, Audu didn't sleep with his wife or some, you know what I'm saying? It's business, but it crossed the personal line. So even though I understand, I also have to take a personal position also, because it's crossed the personal line. And for me, once you go out Audu, you're letting me know in clear terms that you don't want us to be friends anymore. And so it is what it is. I will, however, say that the personal evolution that needed to happen with both Jesse and Brymo was important for them, because they both made probably the best music of their career under the umbrella of what the Chalk Boy brand was.
At his retirement, Audu admits a regret of not guiding the artist to a Grammy win. Now at the helms of affairs, M.I's energy is geared towards other directions.
Audu did 10 albums in 10 years. You know, I think we can do 20 albums in 10 years, the next 10 years. The awards, the more I've understood the politics of show business, the less concerned I am about that, because it's not searching for the best talent. It has commercial benefit to it. You know, there's an advertising angle to it, and I understand that. And because of that, and because of my personal standpoint, I don't really care what America's perception of Chocolate City is. I care about Africa's perception. And so winning, you know, label of the year winning artist awards in Africa, doing big shows, getting onto Forbes Africa, growing our business, getting to the point that banks want to start getting involved in what we're doing, and we go from SME into, medium-sized enterprise, stuff like that. That's where, those are my goals. And I think for Audu, because he's a businessman, his target would be musical. Because I'm a musician, my targets are business, you understand? And yeah.
Undisputed champion, nobody can do what I've done. Nobody can crash, nobody.
Over the years, M.I has been able to prove what a fantastic artist he is. Now sitting as the CEO of the record label, he must show his competence as an administrator as well.
Every time I grab the mic, I know my flow insane like a psycho. Flow so fat it's needing lipo. Flow so hot it burns on pyro. Undisputed.